Sorry, I think the stream dipped for a second there. Yeah, I played so much Slender as a kid, and it really was a huge part of my childhood, and so I'm hoping that we'll take a trip down memory lane and it'll hopefully be a fairly nostalgic experience for us to go back and visit one of these childhood classics, right? So that's the plan. Yes, apologies if you were just watching the stream a second ago, it just dipped out for a second. Should be back up now. Is it? Yeah, it's good. We're okay. Okay, yeah. What a great way to start the evening. With the stream just stopping. Anyway. Okay, it seems like we're back up and running now. So, let me start again. Hello and welcome to El Salon. I am She, and you join me today for One Shot Wednesday, where I'm going to be playing Slenderman's Shadow. Now, yes, Slender is not relevant. No, I don't care. I love this game. It was a huge part of my childhood. I've not played it for years, but I used to play it so much, so I'm really looking forward to getting into this and having a bit of a nostalgia trip. So that is the plan for the evening. If you've never played Slenderman's Shadow before, there are 9 maps on the game. Ooh, that is 9. You just can't see my thumb. 9 maps. There are 9. This is going very badly. There are 9 maps on the game, right? I'm going to be playing 8 of them tonight. I'm not going to be playing the Christmas special because it's not very scary and it kind of defeats the point. You know, I'm here to be scared. I'm here for jump scares. If you're watching this, I'm sure you're here to see jump scares as well. So, there are 8 maps that we're going to be playing. The stream, as always, is going to be about 2 hours, which means we're only going to be able to spend about 10 minutes on each map. Yes, that is unfortunate. Obviously, if I had time, I would like to go through and, you know, get 8 pages on every single map and, you know, complete every single map 100%. But we don't have time for that. We'd be here all day. We've only got 2 hours, so I'm going to spend 10 minutes on each map, and if I get all 8 pages, great. If I don't, tough. One more thing I want to say before we begin. My new PC, which I was telling you about during yesterday's stream, has still not arrived, and I have not yet received an email to say it's been dispatched, so I can only assume the order's still being processed. I'm really hoping it's going to be here for tomorrow because I'm playing Subnautica, and that is a fairly graphically demanding game. I don't really want to attempt to stream Subnautica with this laptop because I have a feeling that it's just not going to work. So hopefully I'll at least have some news by tomorrow on the PC situation. Secondly, you'll notice my mic is back into its regular position today. I'm not using the steering wheel because we're not playing Euro Truck, so I don't need to worry about it getting in the way of the steering wheel. We can have it down here and it's not in the way of the screen like it was yesterday. So, with that being said, I'm going to switch over to the game view now. One thing about this game that I noticed in setting the stream up is that it is incredibly loud. One sec, you can't actually see anything. There we go. Yeah, one thing I noticed about this game is it's very loud. I think I've got the sound mixing, I think I've mixed the sound alright so that it won't be too bad on the stream, but even just in my headphones, there's no option in-game to turn down the audio, so it's very loud for me, even though, like I say, hopefully with the mixing it's not too bad on stream. If it is, and if it's really loud, do let me know in the stream. I'll adjust the audio mix a bit more and I'll see what I can do about that. And if you occasionally hear a voice in the background, that's just Twitch on my phone because I keep checking in on the stream to make sure it's running. Okay. Anyway, we're in the game. As you can see, there are, or As you can see, there are 9 maps here. We're going to play 8 of them. We're not playing the Christmas special, just the other 8. 10 minutes on each map. That's the plan. Again, if you've never played Slenderman's Shadow before, I'm sure you've at least heard of it. If not, you may have heard of the, the original Slender the 8 Pages. It's essentially... Can't stop coughing today. It's essentially all the same premise. You go around an abandoned place and collect a certain number of pages, or on some maps, a certain number of artifacts, or, mementos, or whatever it is. You go around, you collect the things, Slenderman kills you, whether you collect them all or not, so it's really irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. So, without further ado, let's start off with Sanatorium and see how far we can get, shall we? Okay, here goes. Oh boy. Again, I did mention it in yesterday's stream, but I am incredibly prone to jump scares. I scare very easily, so I cannot vouch for how well this is going to go down. I imagine... We found a page already! I imagine I'm probably going to get pretty scared, and then I'll get loud. I get loud when I get scared, obviously. But yeah, I think, as I was saying in yesterday's stream as well, I don't think Slender is really inherently scary. I think the idea of, a person without a face and big tentacles coming out of their back, I think that's, in real life would probably be quite scary, but I don't think the character himself in-game is all that scary. I think the game, purely relies on jump scares. And, yeah, jump scares are cheap. Some people will say, if a game has to rely on jump scares, then it's no good. I disagree, because again, I'm someone who's very prone to jump scares. Jump scares work on me. So yeah, this really is, for me, this is definitely a tense experience, certainly. Okay, 3 pages. He's appeared already. Okay. Now, again, I really don't know how far we're going to get. I'm probably not going to complete... Well, I'm definitely not going to complete every single map. I'd like to complete at least 1 map, but you never know, we might not even achieve that, to be honest. Oh, lights flickered. That means he's nearby, I think. I don't know. Oh, yes, he is. Okay, run, run, run. Oh, God. Apologies for not talking too much. Concentration is required. I have to concentrate on not dying. There's no page here? Oh my god. There's almost always a page there. That does not bode well. It's okay. I'm staying calm. Don't worry about it. What's so scary about a man without a face? Nothing. That's what. Oh no, I've been here already. Right, so if we go straight ahead through here, and then up here, I believe one of these rooms has a page in. Please be this one. It's not this one. Oh god. There it is. 4 pages. No, that's 5. Oh. I lost count. We're on 5 already. Oh god. Oh god. I don't like that sound. That's not pleasant on the ears. Okay. No, 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 please. And that was our first death. Great. Let's try again. Okay. By the way, it's quite difficult for me to check the stream whilst playing on this particular game, because obviously if I stand still for too long he can come and get me. Oh, come on. But I am trying to keep an eye on things to make sure the quality's not too bad. And it does seem to be running reasonably well at the minute. So I don't think we're going to have to adjust the graphics settings or anything like that for the time being. Okay. I think what I might do is, instead of dedicating a set amount of time to each map, I will give each map a certain amount of attempts. So I'll do 3 attempts on each map, and that will roughly work out to about 10 minutes a map anyway. Because I usually tend to get around like 4 or 5 pages. I'm not very good at completing this game, I'll be honest with you. I've never completed the original Slender the 8 Pages. I have completed Elementary on this, which is the one where you collect teddy bears, if anyone remembers anything about this game at all. But yeah, I've definitely not completed every single map on this, and I don't think that's going to change tonight. So, I think 3 attempts on each level is probably more than enough to fulfill the 2 hours of the stream. Oh, there's no page here this time. That's not a good sign. I think we've only got 2 on this run, which is bad. Or we might have 3. Yeah, now we got 4, so we must have had 3 already. Obviously, that's how maths works. Oh, I don't like that sound. It's when that sound kicks in. It doesn't sit well with me. Please be it. Yes, thank God. There's a page here this time. 5. This is a bad place to be. This is where he gets you. Also, oh God. You see how nervous I am? That wasn't even a jump scare, and it still made me fucking jump. That's how much of a nervous disposition I've got. And I've gone round in a circle. I've already been here, so yeah, I think this may be the end for this particular run. Oh God, I'm not sure where else to go. Oh no. Okay, let's look in here. Yes, that's 6. Ah! No, please, no, not like this. Okay, we're still alive. We actually managed to survive an encounter there. I don't like this game. Why am I doing this to myself? No. There was a page there. There was a page right there. Okay. We'll do one more attempt in this map, and then we'll move on to the next map, which is Hospice. Whew. Yeah, I know I've already said it like 3 times, but I am not good with jump scares. Jump scares really get me. And that's the thing again, like I was saying, that's the thing about Slender, is I don't think the character's inherently particularly scary. I think it relies pretty much entirely on jump scares, which, again, if you're someone who's quite susceptible to jump scares, then fair enough, then it'll be quite a scary experience for you. But if you're not one to scare easily, if you're not one who is easily affected by jump scares, then this game is not scary. Like, let's be honest. That being said, I do think Slender the Arrival does a pretty good job of getting the scariness down. Again, I know Slender's not a very relevant character at this point in time, but back in the day, Slender was huge. Slender was a big deal way back when, and I was fascinated with Slender. I played all the games. I got Slenderman, Slender the 8 Pages, Slender the Arrival, I've played Slenderman Shadow, Slender Haunt, so much, I've spent spent so much time playing Slender related games as a kid, and I do honestly think that the character still has sorry, I think the character of Slender still has a lot of potential, even in 2022. I know there's been several mainstream attempts to, make horror games and films and stuff like that have really fallen flat. But I do genuinely believe that the character has potential, and I would love to see a sort of revival of the character in the near future. Because I feel like there's so much more that can be done, and I think the big problem with Slender and the reason why it died out so quickly as a trend is because it was just the same thing over and over again, right? Like when Slender the 8 Pages came out, it really hit the mark. It was a really unique horror game. It was a really, different experience to other horror games of its time. But the real problem was that people... Oh god. My torch went off. I don't know what button turns it back on. Oh god. The real problem... Okay. That's enough for that particular map. The real problem was that people wanted to replicate... they wanted to cash in on the success of the first... of Slender the 8 Pages. And so games like this came out, and, I love this game to pieces, but I accidentally clicked on the wrong map because my mouse is being a bit temperamental at the minute. Oh no! I clicked on the right map by accident. Fair enough. So what I was saying is, a lot of people tried to replicate the first game, but they didn't build on it, they just outright copied it, right? And that doesn't make for an entertaining experience, right? When you just clone an existing game, it gets old quick. And I think that is what really happened with Slender. Again, Slender the 8 Pages, great concept, great game, but it was so popular that every indie developer just thought, right, well, we're going to make that. And they, went out and made the exact same game, like, in a different place, in a different location, but the exact same mechanics, not really building on the character at all. Which is a shame, because again, I do think the character has a lot more to offer, and there's a lot more to explore. Especially as someone who also watched a lot of the Slender ARGs back in the day. I watched Marble Hornets, I watched Everyman Hybrid. This map's a lot louder than the other one, just a little side tangent, I want to say that. As someone who watched Marble Hornets and Everyman Hybrid, that kind of thing, the character, like the Slender character, has so much potential. There's so much that could be done with the character, and there's so much that could make for a really good horror game. The problem is no one was willing to do it because, again, it was more popular, and it was safer to just rehash what had already been done and what had already worked, right? And because of that, the franchise got stale. Every single game was just a carbon copy of the one before it, and it just never really was fresh enough to take off, which is a tremendous shame. I do think there's a lot of potential. I would love to see a resurgence of Slender, and he's in there. I'd love to see a resurgence of Slender and a new game, but a very different kind of game. Don't just build on... I mean, do build on. Don't just copy the games that have already come, because they've been done to death. It's oh no. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, don't just copy the games that have already come. Damn. I will finish that thought when I'm in a safe spot. Don't just copy the games that have come before, because that's boring. Build on the... I don't think we're going to get much further on this one. Build on the games, add new stuff, do things differently, right? Keep the same vibe to it, and the same feel, and the same fear factor, right? But make it a different experience. That's what the franchise really needs, and that's what the Slender character really needs, to be scary again, like he definitely has the potential to be. Because again, as someone who grew up watching, you know, Everyman Hybrid and Marble Hornets and all that kind of thing, Slender is a pretty scary guy. He's a scary character. There's a lot that could be done with the character, building on the, you know, the stuff that we've seen in the ARGs, but no one was willing to actually go for it. No one was actually willing to use any of that stuff, and I think that's why it burned bright, but for a very short time, and quickly faded into obscurity. Anyway, that's the end of my rant about Slender, and about why I feel bad for the state of the character, and, you know, what could have been, basically. Anyway, this is now attempt number 2 on Hospice. I must confess, I've not played Hospice anywhere near as much as Sanatorium, which was the other map that we've just done. So, you know, I don't even have a vague idea of the page locations. I'm completely winging it, which is not good. You definitely don't want to be winging it in a game like this. Sorry, coughing into the mic again. Ooh, the toilets, the showers. Is there going to be a page in here? There is, good. This map is very loud. There's a lot more background noise than there is in Sanatorium, which makes the map as a whole a lot louder. I've gone round in a circle. Oh dear. That's bad. I'm going back into the toilets! No, I'm not! Stay away from me, man. Whew. Okay, yeah, what was I saying? I don't know. So I'm not going to even try to continue that train of thought. It's in the past now. It's been and gone. It's over and done. This is not a good place to get a page. There's... I think there's... I think there's always a page down that corridor. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there is. One more attempt, and then we'll move on to the next map. We'll go this way this time. Ooh. I just have to keep taking deep breaths to recover after these jump scares. It's just very hard because the maps are so maze-like, and I do think that's one area where Slenderman Shadow does build on the 8 pages, because the 8 pages is fairly open, right? Ooh. I'll go for this one first and then go back. Yeah, the 8 pages is a fairly open map, on the whole. There's only one sort of tight claustrophobic area, and that's the bathrooms, the toilet building. But on the whole, you don't really get that feeling of being lost in a maze. Like, you're lost in the woods, yeah, but there's lots of very identifiable landmarks and stuff like that. So it's not too difficult to navigate your way around. In these maps, on the other hand, in the Slenderman Shadows maps, you're in buildings that have, like, in most of the maps, you're in buildings that have got, like, really intricate, winding corridors and very complex layouts, and, you know, it does add an extra sense of claustrophobia to it, and you know, being lost and not knowing where to go, and I don't know what point I'm trying to make, really. I think that is one way that it builds on the original, is that it adds in an extra sense of unease. Like, he could be around any corner. That's the thing. Like, whereas in the 8 pages, yeah, he could be, like, behind a tree. But there's not really many corners for him to hide around, like there is in this game. And I think it does make for a scarier experience, having these tight corridors and tight corners. Yeah, I'm going to shut up for a second and try and concentrate. Oh. Oh, he's here. Oh, there's a page there. Oh no. Oh no. I don't like this. I've been here. Oh no. I've been here. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm very lost now. I think this may be the end. Oh, we're back where we started. Great. At least let me find one more page, please. Come on. Oh no. It's not gonna happen, is it? I'm going round in circles. I've been this way. Oh god, have we been here? Yes, we've been to the toilet. Ah! Ah! Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna nope right out of that one. Damn. Yeah. Next up is Elementary, which we'll get into in just a second. Whew. Right. I just have to recuperate, gather my bearings before we continue any further. Like I say, you might not think this game's particularly scary, but I am not good with jump scares. I'm really not good with jump scares. This really is, this is getting to me. Oh dear. Right. Let's try Elementary. Elementary is the first map to not have pages. We have to collect teddy bears in this one, which is interesting. So, what... Okay, well that was lovely. Here we are. So, elementary. First of all, we are a child, I believe, in this map. You can see we're a lot shorter than we have been in the other maps so far. Secondly, we collect teddy bears in this one, not pages, which is interesting. And thirdly, there are actually, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there are actually 9 teddy bears in this one. Now, you only have to collect 8, but there is actually a 9th bear, which is a bit weird. Like, I think, again, I'm not 100% sure, but I think if you do collect all 9, you can't actually complete the game. Because the way that the game's programmed is, it checks how many bears you've collected, but you have to have exactly 8. Like, it's not, if the player has 8 bears or more. It's if the player has exactly 8 bears, then they can escape and complete the level. Which means that if you accidentally did go out and collect all 9 bears, you wouldn't be able to complete the level. Because you have more than 8 instead of exactly 8. So it's a bit weird. Oh, God. Come on, man, I only just started. That was not Slender, that was a door frame. I've been jump scared by a door frame. Okay, let's try again. This, believe it or not, is actually one of the easier maps. I believe the bears are in fixed locations, which makes it a little bit easier. And also, I'm not sure, I seem to remember this one being particularly easy compared to the other maps. I think this is one of the only ones that I've actually completed before, and got all 8 bears in. Okay, there we go, that's 1. That's 2, yeah, so these are definitely fixed in place. Okay, I'm not gonna go for the one at the end of the corridor this time. Oh, he's there. Oh my god, he's there. I've only got 2! I've only got 2 bears? You can't do this to me. Oh god, why? This is not fair. I've only just started, man. Right. So, seems like he's going to be a bit of a dick in this particular game, which is not a problem. We can manage that. Okay, is that door? Does that door there lead outside? No, this door here leads outside. That's good, but oh, for God's sake! There's definitely a bear outside, I know that much. Problem is he's also outside, so... Right. Oh, no. No need for that. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. He can't reach us from there. Bear! 4 bears! Oh. Again. Don't like it when it gets to this sound level. Okay, am I gonna get to the doors this time? No, because they're not here. There they are. There, I knew there was one outside. Oh, there he is. Okay, I don't know if can he move when I'm looking at him? I don't remember. If he can. Okay. Oh no, I've been here. I'm lost. I'm lost. I don't think we're gonna get much further this time. No! Please, no! See, right. One thing I do want to say is, that's when the static comes on the screen, that doesn't mean that you're dead. That means he's very close, right? But it almost guarantees that you're gonna die, because every time that appears on the screen, you panic, or I do at least. Every time the screen does that, I panic and start moving the mouse around like crazy and get myself all turned around, and then he gets me. And, you know, I assume that's the intention, is, you know, it scares you into getting caught. But I don't like it. I don't like that it works that way. Again, you can escape that. Once that appears, that doesn't necessarily mean you're dead. It just means he's very close and you have to keep running. But the jump scare gets me, and the jump scare's enough that I end up dying almost immediately after. So, not great. Oh, I can hear the sounds of children playing out here. That's not creepy at all. There's bear number 1. Okay, I'm going a different way this time. I'm going in the opposite direction. And we'll try and go clockwise around the map. That's 2. I probably should have gone up. But I've made my choice, and I'm sticking with it. Bear. Oh wow. Okay, we got to 4 a lot quicker this time. But that also means he's going to be a lot closer now. Yep, there he is. Come on, cut me some slack, man. I'm only 4 bears in. Wait. No, there isn't one in there. Right. Any in here? Nope, dead end. In here? Nope, also dead end. Oh dear. Oh, there's one. 5 bears. I've got 5 bears, I'm undefeatable. 6 bears! Oh my god. No, get it, get it, get it! I got it. I grabbed it. No, 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 not this time, not this time! Ah! Not this time. Okay. Oh god! He gets very close. So, again, if you're not familiar with the games, he gets closer the more you've got, so... No! No, 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 no. So that was elementary. Next on the list is mansion. Okay, we're 3 maps down. We're 3 maps down, 5 to go. We're gonna do it, we're gonna get there. Right, now. Mansion is a little bit different. Mansion is the first... It's not the only map, it's the first map where the items you collect are different. So instead of collecting 8 pieces of paper, 8 teddy bears, you have to collect 12 mementos. But they're all different actual things, like different items. Like there's a plate and a bowl and a clock and stuff like that. And it also has a little bit of backstory there, which we're not going to bother to read. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, we now have to collect 12 mementos. It doesn't tell you what the mementos are, but they're fairly obvious. Oh, I didn't know we could get on the beds, that's interesting. It's also the first map to have multiple levels, so we can go downstairs, and there's also an upstairs, which is not going to make things easy for us. And I believe in the original game there was this was the first map where the Slenderman's AI. That is very loud. I don't know how loud that is on stream, but for me that's very loud. If that's too loud, let me know and I'll adjust the audio mix. But yeah, the original version of this map, I believe, was the first one where the Slenderman's AI was updated. And also his character model, so he looks... Well, in the original he looked different in this map to how he'd looked in the previous maps. That doesn't apply on this version, because I'm playing the Unity version, and he looks the same in every map on this version. I'll talk more about that in a bit, about why I'm playing the Unity version and why the Unity version exists. But yeah, all you need to know for now is essentially when Slenderman Shadow first started coming out, the maps were released as separate games. Like, each map was released as an individual game, which was fine at first, but you know, it got to a point where eventually there were so many games that it made more sense to sort of roll them into one, and have like have one game where you could like select your map of choice, which is how we get the Slenderman Shadows that you see now, that I'm playing right now. But yeah, originally started off with each game being a different, with each map being a completely different game, and also being made in a different engine. So this game, the one that I'm playing right now, is made in Unity. The game was not originally made in Unity. I don't actually know what the engine was that the original game was made in, but it wasn't Unity, put it that way. Oh, there's nothing in here. Okay. That's definitely a memento. Oh, I don't like when the torch automatically goes off. It does come back on again, but it doesn't help. Okay, the bathroom. Anything in here? Ah! No, please. I've only just started. He's in the bath. He's bathing. Sorry, I'll let you get on with it. I didn't mean to disturb bath time, Slender. Okay. Yeah, so there's 12 items to collect in this one as well, which is a first. The other maps have only had 8. Oh, that's not fair! That's not fair! Please, man, please. Just let me live. Just let me live my life. That's 5. Okay. Yeah, this was the first map. I saw him. I saw him out of the corner of my eye there. This was the first map to have more than 8 items to collect. Come on. Which does make it a bit harder. But also his aggression level is adjusted to account for that. Like, you know, if he gets a certain % more aggressive for each page in the other maps, it's adjusted for this map, so he doesn't like end up being more aggressive by the end of it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I believe I'm lost again. Another thing that makes this map difficult is obviously the items that you're collecting are all different. I mean, once you've played it a few times, you know, you're aware of what each item is, so it does... No. It does make it easier, but when you're playing the map for the first time, you know, you don't know which items are mementos and which aren't, which does add a bit more difficulty onto it, I will say that. Okay, I've been everywhere in the house. I'm struggling to think where stuff could be at this point. No, 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 no. No need. No need, Slender. No, 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 not this way. No need! Ah, a pan! The pan is a memento. I got 7. Oh god. No, not downstairs. I've been downstairs enough. I don't think there's any more downstairs. See, I'm just going around in circles now. I've been to all of these places already. No, no. Maybe I need to go upstairs again. Let me try and find my way back to the stairwell. Yep, here it is. Okay, we'll try going back up. I've got 7, which means I'm already doing a lot better than on the other maps. No, no, no. Not necessary. Aha! No, that is one! That is one! I got it! It wouldn't let me pick it up for a sec. Oh god, which way do I go? Where do I go? No, 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 no. I'm okay. Please. Please. Show me where to go. I genuinely don't know where else to look at this point. He's gonna be... Any second now I'm gonna go around the corner and he's gonna be there. Oh my god. He's there. I don't think he can get me at this moment in time, which is good, but... No? Oh god, no, I should have gone the other way. Oh god! Ah! He's there! He's in the room! My light's gone out! Oh god, this is stressful, guys. This is really stressful. I don't know where else to go. I've been everywhere. Okay. We got 8. It's better than we've done on any of the other maps, so... No. No, no. No. No, not like this. Not like this. I don't know where he is. He's there. Okay. I've been everywhere. I don't know where else to go. I'm, Oh no! Okay, at this point I might just let him kill me because I don't know where anything else is. And we're gonna be here all day if I don't just let him kill me, so... Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna admit defeat and just let him get me at this point. Come on, Slender, where are you? Take me! Take me! Ah. There we go. Okay, so we got 8 on that one. I would have loved to continue playing and try to get all 12, but there's still another 4 maps to play, and, you know, I want to be here all day, so we'll we'll leave it at that for that particular map. Oh no. It's claustrophobia next. Claustrophobia is a horrible map. You're in a hedge maze, which I don't need to tell you is taking the whole maze aspect of the game to the next level. We'll give it a try. We shall give it a try. Okay, we're already 4 maps down. To be fair, we're only 4 maps. We're already 4 maps in, and we're only 50 minutes into the stream, so there may be time to go back to a couple of them. We'll see how it works out.
Where am I? How did I get here? I can't remember. I must have blacked out. need to get out of here. I have the worst feeling that something is following me.
Okay, so that was us, that was the player. We have to collect 10 keys in this map, which is good fun, obviously. To be fair, the keys aren't too inconspicuous, they're all located on top of, like, little podiums, which actually makes them very easy to find. What makes them not so easy to find is the fact that we're in a hedge maze, and hedge mazes are very difficult. There are... sorry. There are a couple of... there are a couple... Can I get a full sentence out without coughing, please? There are a couple of landmarks in the map, like this tent, and like... this is not a tent. Gazebo. And like the statue in the middle. But they don't really help, because it's like, yeah, I can see the landmark there, but also I can't get to it because I'm in a maze. So on the whole, I would say this is probably one of the more difficult maps. I do think, I believe, the pages might be in fixed positions on this one. I'm not sure. Could be wrong about that. What is that? I hear a buzzing sound. Like, it sounds like there's a bee following me around. Maybe that's the real enemy. Maybe Slender's not even in this map and we're just going to be stalked by a vicious killer bee. I hope not. I'm allergic to bees. I'm not allergic to bees, I made that up. Okay. We're one key down, which means he is now on the loose. Also, I think on this version of the game, even if you've collected no pages or no keys, he still starts following you after a certain amount of time, which is not true of Slender the 8 Pages, and it's not true of the original versions of the Slenderman Shadows maps. That was a feature that was added in the Unity release. So yeah, even if you have collected no pages, no keys, no teddy bears, after a while he'll start chasing you anyway, which is great. There is definitely a bee following me around. Okay, we're 2 keys down. Oh, I don't like mazes. No! Oh, come on, man, please! I got stuck. I tried to go between the gazebo and the hedge, and you can't fit through there. So, I could have gotten away from him. I think I could have gotten away from him that time. Never mind. We'll try again. So, yeah. Back to the Unity release and the subject of that. When these maps first came out, they were released as... Stop it, bee! Go away! Where are you? Stop it! Wait. Bees! Not the bees! When the game first came out, and the individual maps came out, they were made in a different engine, and once Carnival, the final proper map, came out, the developer, Mark Steen, went back and remade all of the other maps in Unity as well. So Carnival is the only game that... Carnival is the only map that exists only in Unity form. The other maps do have non-Unity versions, which are like the originals. But yeah, when come on, stop losing your train of thought. When Carnival came out, he remade the other maps, put them all into Unity, so that he could then combine them into a single game, which is what I'm playing now, Slenderman Shadow. The problem with that, well, that had its ups and downs. It's it was seen as a bit of a controversial thing at the time, because porting the game over to Unity did two things, right? Well, it did three things, really. One, it made the game a bit easier to access and play, because you could just download one single game and all the maps were in there, which is a good thing. Two, it made it gave all the maps a much needed graphics update, which is also a good thing. You know, now all the maps have got Unity graphics, all the maps are better looking than they were in the original versions. I don't think anyone would argue that that's a bad thing, right? The third thing is the controversial thing, because it also changed the mechanics. It changed how Slender himself works, and that's a decision which some people have not been too happy about over the years. Again, I'll explain more about that when we get a minute to ourselves. But essentially, the way the characters... No. Dead end. The way the character's AI works is different. The way the character behaves is different in this version compared to the original version. Which again, you may think of that as an improvement, like, oh, the character's got... the character's been polished mechanically, the character works better. But that's not necessarily the case, right? So the big thing was that in the original games, the Slender's... I need to stop saying In the original game, Slender's mechanics were slightly different in every map, right? Because as the maps got updated, the AI sort of got refined a little bit, the character got a bit more intelligent, and the functionality and the mechanics got more and more polished, right? Which is good. That is a good thing. The thing is, when Unity came out, again, the AI was reworked again, and it was all standardized across all maps. So in the Unity version, Slender has the exact same mechanics, the exact same behavior across every single map. And that was really the biggest downside to the Unity version. I'm dead. Great. Yeah, that was really the biggest downside to the Unity version, was the fact that the character had the same AI across every map, because it sort of made the maps less unique, right? Like in the originals, you could play each map and like learn his behavior for that map. Like in Sanatorium, he likes to guard a specific page and stay in a certain area. In Elementary, you can do a chase sequence where he rapidly starts chasing after you. In Prison's a very good example. In Prison, after you've collected the first page, you only have 130 seconds to collect all of the other pages, and once that time's up, he starts violently chasing you. And that made Prison unique, right? It made Prison a very hard map. Only a dozen or so people have ever actually finished Prison in the original version because it was so hard. But you don't get any of that in the Unity remake. That's, I think, the biggest problem. He doesn't have those unique behaviors that are unique to certain maps. He behaves exactly the same in every single map, and I think it just it takes away the variety a little bit. It makes it a little bit too standardized. You know how he works in one map, you know how he works in all the maps, which is a shame, you know. Anyway, that ends my second rant about Slenderman's Shadow. All that is to say, basically, I do personally prefer the original games, the non-Unity versions. The reason I'm playing the Unity version on stream, it's purely practical, really. It is quite easy to find the original versions online. In fact, you can actually go to Slenderman Shadow on itch.io, like where the official Unity game's published. And if you scroll down in the comments of that page, someone has, linked all the original maps. With the seal of approval of the developer, I should point out. Like, it's nothing out of place, nothing that isn't allowed, right? But yeah, so the original maps are available to play online, and if you are thinking of revisiting Slenderman Shadow and reliving the nostalgia like I'm doing now, I would wholeheartedly recommend playing the original versions if you can get a hold of them. The reason I'm playing the Unity version is purely out of practicality, because if I was playing the original versions, then I would be playing 8 different games, right? And the problem with that is, every time I finish a map, I've got to change over to the other game, I've got to change my capture window to make sure that the new game's being captured properly, and then I've got to do a video and audio check to make sure that everything's still up and running once I've switched over to the other game. It's just a lot easier from a streaming point of view, from my standpoint. It's a lot easier to just be playing one single game and just switching between maps rather than switching between entire games. So that's the only reason that I've elected to go for the Unity versions of the maps today. Again, I would recommend playing the originals if you're interested in revisiting this series of games. Anyway, we are... was that 2 or 3 keys? I think we're 3 keys in. I think I'm going to make this... I was just about to say I think I'm going to make this the last attempt on that map, and I'm going to stand by that decision. I think that map is probably done enough for now. It's 7:05 and we've only got 3 more maps to play, so I definitely think that revisiting the other maps would be a good idea. We might go back to a couple of them at the end of the stream, or I might just play the Christmas special. I did say I wasn't going to play the Christmas special because it's not scary, but it is a lot of fun. It's quite a funny one to play, so we might just do that one anyway, just for the sake of it, just to end the stream on a bit of a lighter note, on a bit of a funnier note. We'll see. But anyway, it's 7:05, we're about halfway through. I'm not going to bother taking a break tonight, we're just going to soldier right on. The next map is 7th Street, which is the 6th map, weirdly. I don't know why it's called 7th Street. I don't know if there's some kind of deep lore explanation for that. Probably not. 7th Street, I believe, is the easiest because there are only 6 pages to collect. No other map has that few items to collect. But I could be wrong. Maybe Slender is more aggressive on this map to account for that. I'm not entirely sure. Again, it's been quite a while since I played any of these maps, so I wouldn't really know. Ooh, a very different vibe to this map because it's got a not just because of the environment, but it's got a very different soundscape to it as well. I don't know if it's got entirely unique audio. It certainly had different audio at the start. Like, it starts off, it's completely silent, which is unique to this map. There's no other map, as far as I'm aware, that starts off and you're in complete silence. And in many ways, this, just listen just for a few seconds. That's a lot eerier than any music will be, to be honest. I'm less scared now with the constant booming sound in the background. I'm less tense now than I was when it was in complete silence a few seconds ago. I think obviously you can't have the whole game in complete silence. You've got to have some sound in there. But yeah, I really think it just gives this map a different vibe that none of the other maps have, which is cool to see. Again, especially with the Unity versions, sort of losing some of their individuality, as I mentioned. No, come on, man, I'm only 2 pages in! Oh god, this is a dead end! Oh Christ, no! Fine, take me. Yeah, as I was saying, I do think it sort of gives this map a bit of individuality, and with the Slenderman Shadow, with the Unity remake, the maps sort of, they do lose a bit of their individuality compared to their original version, so it's nice to see that some maps, like this one for example, can hold on to a bit of that individuality and have that little thing that makes them unique. And again, this really goes back to what I was saying earlier about the reason that I think the Slenderman died down, and I think the reason that the character and the idea of Slender faded out of the public view is just because it wasn't unique enough. That's the big problem. And you do see it with a lot of games. A good example. Sorry, I'm coughing again. A good example is Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, he's there. Okay. A good example is Five Nights at Freddy's. It's not a direct allegory, obviously. They're very different games again. But I think there is a similarity there in the sense that Five Nights at Freddy's was so popular that a lot of indie developers wanted to replicate it, and so there ended up being a lot of fan games which were just rehashes of the original concept, really. And I'm not necessarily complaining, right? I want to make that clear. I'm not. Please don't. Please don't. No! 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 Okay, we survived that. I'm not trying to give any hate to indie game developers. I'm an aspiring indie game developer myself, you know. It's very hard to make games, I understand that, I appreciate that. But you can't deny, you know, with the best intentions in the world, you can't deny that a lot of fan games, you know, when a game comes out that's very popular, you do tend to get a lot of fan games that are just rehashes of the same exact game, and they don't really build on it enough. And that is what I think happened to Slender. I think if every single fan game had something different to it and offered something unique that, you know, that other fan games didn't, I think it would have, you know, it would have kept the franchise fresh, and I think it would have stayed in the public image a bit longer. But yeah, that's my opinion anyway. That's why I really think that Slender as a character died out, is because there were just so many rehashes of the same game, basically, and they didn't build on the character enough, they didn't build on the experience enough and add in, you know, unique features, which is a shame. Okay, that's 2. One of my legs has fallen asleep, which is a first on stream. Oh no. Oh, come on. No, 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 no. That's not fair. That is not fair. I only just started, man. What? He is more aggressive on this map. I suspected that he was. This confirms it. I've only got 2 pages, and he's already right on the... right up, very close. Oh, God. How... Okay. Oh, please, man, please, stop this. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh god, that's 4. Oh no, where is he? Where is he? No. No! 7th Street. That was 7th Street. Back to the menu. Okay. Only 2 maps to go. It's only 10 past, and there's 2 maps to go, but there's also 50 minutes to go, so yeah, there's definitely going to be time to play the Christmas special. Yeah, now's a good time for me to just sort of reiterate a few of the points that I've made so far. Basically, I like Slender. I know that he's fallen out of relevancy in the last few years, but I do think the character has potential. There's been some truly terrible games. There's been a very, very terrible film, and unfortunately, because of that, the character of the Slenderman is just dead, and I don't think anyone wants to touch it with a 10-foot pole. Which is a shame, because I do genuinely believe that if someone were to put genuine passion and effort into it, it is a character that could be revived and could come back. I genuinely believe that. Anyway, sorry about that. Let's get on to Prison, shall we? Now, Prison, again, as I was saying before, Prison is one of those maps that I think suffered most from the Unity remake, because the original Prison is, according to some people, and I think pretty much, objectively is the most difficult Slender game ever. Because in the original, once you've collected the first page, you have 130 seconds. That is 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Once you've collected this page, you have to collect all the other pages in under 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Because if you don't, after 2 minutes and 10 seconds, Slender starts chasing you relentlessly. Like, 10 times more aggressively than he does in any of the other maps, right? And it makes this map, it makes the original version of this map such a unique experience and such a difficult experience. There are, I think, 20. I said a dozen earlier, but I think it's 20 people ever. 20 people ever. This game is 10 years old, near enough, and only 20 people have ever completed the original version and collected all 8 pages in the original version, which is really crazy to think about. And then you look at this version and it's just not the same. Unfortunately, it's way, way easier because he doesn't have that behaviour. He has the exact same behaviour that he has in every other map, and again, I just think it, bringing the maps over to Unity, it increased the quality of the maps, but it decreased the individuality of the maps. It made the maps less unique. It made all the maps feel like basically the same premise, but in a different location, which is a shame. And I do think, again, this is sort of a microcosm for the franchise as a whole, I keep saying franchise, but it's not necessarily a franchise because it's different, multiple different developers and multiple different teams and stuff like that. But I think the character as a whole is maybe the way I should have worded it. I think this is a microcosm for Slender games at large. The reason Slender games lost popularity is because they weren't different enough. They became homogenized. They became too similar to each other. They all just became rehashes of the same concept. Okay, this this is a dead end, so going in here, not a great idea. Okay, see, when you spawn inside walls, that's not fair, right? When you spawn inside a wall, there is no way for me to see you and escape from you, right? That's... Can that be... I was going to say, can that be patched, but he's not working on this game anymore, it's 10 years old. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that he can appear in walls and kill you without you even noticing that he's there. That's not good. But yeah, basically, to reiterate what I've said about 50 times already in this stream, the problem with Slender games, and the reason that Slender games fell out of the public perception, is because they were too samey, basically. They were too repetitive. They didn't build on... they didn't build on the concept enough. And again, I think that the maps like this are a good reflection of that. Rather than keeping what made this map unique, you know, the thing that made it unique was taken out and it became exactly the same mechanically as all the other maps, which is... it's just a shame, really, to see that happen. Again, no disrespect to the developer, I understand why the decision was made to move over to Unity and to unify the AI, but it's it is still a tremendous shame. And it would have been nice if there were still subtle differences between if there were just subtle differences between his AI and different maps. Like, some maps he's more aggressive, some maps he always appears in a certain location, or, you know, some maps he always guards a certain location, you know, things like that. Just to keep it fresh and to keep each map having a bit of a different feel to it, I think the game really would have benefited from that. And again, that is why I do recommend, if you are thinking of replaying this game and taking a trip down memory lane and reliving that nostalgia, play the originals. Please do play the originals. I do encourage you to do that. Anyway, we're 3 pages in. Ow. Oh, that's 4. But this is a bit of a dead end, so probably not going to get much further. Okay. We'll go this way. Kitchen. Dinner. Oh no. Oh no, we're back here. Gone round in a circle again. Okay, let's go through here. Oh, I heard a bit of a sound, bit of an audio bug there. Oh no. Oh, he's there. Okay. It's probably unwise, but I'm gonna go and get the dead end page again. And hopefully this time he won't spawn behind me. Oh, no, he's there. Prison, everyone. Prison. Should I do one more attempt on prison before we move on to carnival? I think I will. I've only done 2 attempts. I think I only did 2 attempts on claustrophobia as well. But never mind. We'll do one more on this one, then we'll move on to carnival. And And it does look like we'll have time to do the Christmas special as well, so why not? Why not throw it on the pile? It's almost Christmas, you know. It's less than 2 months now, and you know what? You know what all the shops are like? As soon as Halloween's out of the way, literally the next day, Christmas stuff plastered everywhere. So that's what we're going to do. Even though it's only November, what the hell? We'll play the Christmas special. Okay. Nothing. See, if you have a strategy, I assume if you have a strategy, it becomes a lot easier, right? You can place glow sticks. I know I haven't been doing it, and I tend not to. Maybe I should. Maybe I'd be doing a lot better if I actually did. You get, I think it's 8 glow sticks, and as you go around, you can actually drop glow sticks to mark where you've been. I don't know which button it is, but you can do that. Again, I don't know how much dropping glow sticks really helps. I don't really tend to do it, but it is an option. I guess it would be kind of useful on some of the more repetitive maps where it's really difficult to tell where you have and haven't already been. Yeah, I guess glow sticks could be helpful in those kind of situations. That was weird. No, come on, please. Where is he? Maybe, actually, you know, to be fair, I'm just thinking now, maybe I should have been using glow sticks this whole time. Maybe using glow sticks would revolutionize the experience and I would get way further. And now I regret not using glow sticks, and I kind of want to like do the whole stream again with glow sticks to see how much better I can do. Yeah, that's a shame. I kind of just blanked and forgot that glow sticks existed. Oh well, you live and learn. It's too late now. Maybe I will revisit this game in future and try using the glow sticks and see if I do any better. Although that'd kind of be defeating the purpose of One Shot Wednesday, you know, like, by definition, I should never play this game again on stream. But never say never. Maybe one day, in the far-flung future, when I've got millions of followers, one day, maybe I'll come back to this map, to this game, and try using the actual glow sticks that are in the game. They're there for you to use, you know, they're intended to be used, and see how much better I can do. But, as I say, it's too late for today's stream. I'm just going to keep playing the way I've been playing. We're not going to bother with the glow sticks on this particular run. Oh, there he is. Oh, there's a page in there. There's a page in there. No! Oh god, no. No! Ha ha ha! I got it! I got it! No. I don't care if he gets me now. I'm proud of that. I got him there. I played him like a fiddle there. No. Slender, come on. This is not necessary! Please no, please no! Please! Yeah, I think that's enough prison. Back to the main menu. We've got one map left. Let me check the stream real quick. Seems like we're all still going well, so... 2 maps to go, I should have said. We got Carnival, which is the last official map, and then we got Christmas Special, which is, you know, the joke map, but still be fun to try. This stream, I think, is going to end up being a bit shorter than usual, just because I don't really want to go back and play the others. I feel like I've given each one of them a fair attempt. So I'll probably play Carnival, play Christmas Special, and then call it a night, and we might end up finishing a little bit earlier than usual. But anyway, let's jump on in to Carnival. So
Sophia,
Carnival...
my daughter. She's been missing for over a week. The police have turned up nothing in their search for her. Lately I've been having these images, these distorted flashbacks of a nearby carnival abandoned long ago. I don't know what is drawing me to this place, but I'm going to investigate it. It may hold the key to finding my daughter.
Okay, so this is Carnival. Carnival was the last proper map. It released a lot. I don't know when it released. I'm going to stop saying release. It came out after all the other maps. It was the first one to be made in Unity, and the only one of the only 2 maps to exist solely in Unity form. The other being Christmas Special. So if you do go looking for the original maps, there's no original version of this map because the Unity version is the original. But yeah, when this map came out, this was basically the end of Slenderman's Shadow, the end of the journey for Mark Steen, for the developer of the project. There was no intention to continue beyond this point, and that's why it was at this point that, you know, the decision was made to consolidate all the other maps that had come before into a single game. And so it's this map really that turned Slenderman's Shadow from a collection of games into a single unified game. Also, because it's one of only 2 maps that is developed solely for Unity, like it was designed explicitly for Unity, it does have a lot higher quality to it, I find, than the other maps. Because the other maps were, you know, conversions of existing maps for a different engine, you know, and so they weren't really as polished. They weren't really designed for Unity. They were just forced into Unity, essentially. This map, on the other hand, was designed with the express purpose of being a Unity map, right? Like, it was made in Unity, it was designed for Unity, and you can definitely tell it feels a lot more... Is that in-game? I heard a voice then. I'm not sure if that was in-game or if it was outside my house. Like, out on the street. Anyway, yeah, like I say, I feel like this map, this game, this level, does have a very different feel to it. It feels a lot more polished, because, you know, this is the way it was intended to be played. It's designed with Unity in mind. And again, that's not to say the other maps are bad. In fact, I genuinely think this is one of the worst maps. I don't really like this map at all. I just feel like it's better looking and better polished. But yeah, it's not my favourite map. Some of the other maps are much more fun to play. This map's kind of boring, to be quite honest. Oh god. Well, that was a short one. Yeah, this map, not my favourite, to be honest. Everything's grey. Like, it's the only map that's in grayscale. There's no colour at all. Or if it might be like muted colour. I think it's grey. Yeah, it looks grey to me. Which again is just it makes the map a bit less interesting, I think. I like, I appreciate it's a stylistic choice, but I just don't like that idea. I don't like the idea of the map being, of the game being black and white. I like the colour. Excuse me. That being said, my favourite map, I don't really know, to be honest. I don't really know that I have a favourite. I don't really know that I have a favourite or a least favourite, to be honest. I think there are definitely some maps that I prefer more than others. I quite enjoy 6th Street because it has a sort of unique atmosphere to it. I enjoy Elementary, mostly because it's easy and I actually have successfully completed it before, which is more than can be said for the majority of these maps. But yeah, those are two maps that I'd say up there as some of the best. Sanatorium obviously is a classic. Sanatorium was the first one to come out. It's the oldest of the Slenderman Shadows maps, and because it's been out longer, people have had more chance to play it, and so I think it's a very iconic map. It's a lot more iconic than some of the maps that came after it. With oh god, please no. I think with some of the maps that came after it, especially this one being like one of the last maps to be released, it hasn't had as much time to become iconic as Sanatorium has. So I think Sanatorium's definitely up there as the best, purely for its iconic status. In terms of the worst maps, this I do think ranks among them. I think that is in-game audio because I heard it again then and I think it was like the exact same line. Where is he? Where is he? He's nearby. Oh god, he's there. No, oh, it's a dead end. I can't get out of here. No. God damn it. One more try. So yeah, this one I think ranks among the lowest maps. I also think claustrophobia I'm not a big fan of. I just think it's a bit too cliched, like, oh, you're in a hedge maze. That's taking the concept of being stuck and being lost in a confusing and maze-like environment. It's taking that concept too literally and just putting you in an actual hedge maze. It just feels too on the nose, right? It doesn't feel like a very creative idea for a location. So yeah, I'd probably put those two on the lower end. But yeah, I don't necessarily think that any map is perfect. I don't think that any map is terrible. I just think some are better than others. Some have more merits than others. And especially if we're going by the original versions, some maps are a lot more unique than others, which is unfortunately lost to quite an extent on the Unity versions. Okay, where are these artifacts? I said artifacts. I think evidence is what I should have said. It's we're collecting 8 pieces of evidence in this particular map, and I haven't even found one yet, which is not a good sign. I found 3 last time, so the evidence is also really hard to find on this map, which is another downside to it. Like, some of the stuff is really hard to see. You can walk straight past it several times without even noticing it. Which makes this map hard, but like not hard in a good way. Hard in the way that That's definitely in-game audio, because I keep hearing that same voice line whenever I get to a certain area. But yeah, as I was saying, I think it makes the map hard, and not in a good way. It makes the map hard in a boring way, that you're just wandering around forever and you're never going to find anything. Whereas maps like Prison, the original version of Prison, that map was hard because of how aggressive Slender was in it, which made it hard in a good way. This map's hard because everything's just impossible to find, which is hard in a bad way, and it makes for a less enjoyable experience, in my opinion. So, again, no hate to the developer. I love this game so much. I'm not trying to just tear it apart, but this map, one of the weakest, I have to say. Not a huge fan. Aha. Okay. Oh, no. Now that's unnecessary, Slender. Okay. Oh no. No! Oh god. Please. It's so hard to find anything. Can you go away? Like, do you have to be here? Can we have a Slender game without Slender, where he just doesn't turn up at all for the entirety of the game? That'd be really great. Like, just the spooky atmosphere, but without an actual enemy. That'd make for a great game, I'm sure. Oh! I dropped a glow stick. It's space! How did I not figure that out sooner? It's space to drop a glow stick. This would have made the game so much easier if I'd known about this at the very beginning of the stream. Eat my glow sticks! Get away from me! I've ran out already. Okay. Yeah, if I'd known that at the beginning of the stream, we might have gotten a bit further in some of these maps. Live and learn. Live and learn. No. Oh god. Oh my god! That's too close! Oh, I can't. He's gonna get me! Ah! No, I'm stuck! I did the same thing I did the same thing I did in Claustrophobia. I tried to go in between the gazebo and the wall, and I couldn't fit. And then he got me. Okay, that's all for whatever map that was. Carnival. That's all for Carnival. We have one more map to play. It is the Christmas special. We're going to end on a more light-hearted note with a more fun map. So, whew. This has been an experience, to say the least. Let's do it. Let's go into the Christmas special. I honestly don't know if the music's copyrighted or not. So I don't know if it's safe to stream that. For those of you who don't know, this map has a remix of like a techno remix of Jingle Bells in the background. I don't know if that's even allowed on Twitch. Should I stream it? Am I safe to stream that? I mean, I could mute the game, but that'd be kind of boring. Let's try it. Let's try... we'll mute the game audio, and then we'll take one attempt at the Christmas special before we finish up. Just checking that that's actually muted on the stream. Oh god, don't start repeating. Okay, it is. Ow. Okay, Christmas special. Here we go. Oh god, wait. There we go. Yeah. Christmas special. Let's do it. And we're off. Okay, we gotta collect 8 presents. Slender is not present in this map. This is actually the only map in the Slenderman Shadow series that doesn't have Slender in it, because we're being chased by none other than the big man himself, jolly old Saint Nick. It's Santa Claus. Santa Claus is chasing us in this map. As you'll see once we've collected the first present. Come on, where are they? There we go. Nope. Yeah, I'm really sorry that I've had to mute it. I just don't want to take the risk, you know. The music's probably not even copyrighted, but I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk getting a DMCA strike, like, during my first week on Twitch. So I'm just going to play it safe and have the audio muted for this particular map. Although I will say you're missing out on a great remix of Jingle Bells here, guys. And also, when you see him, he says "ho ho ho." Like that's the sort of jump scare sound that he makes when you see him. Is he just says "ho ho ho," which is pretty funny. I urge you to play this map especially for yourself because it's such a such a funny one. There he is. There is the big man. And I believe when he catches you, he says ho 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 as well. There he is. Oh god. See, we could have been using glow sticks again here. We could... Oh god. No, 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 please, Santa, please. I've been good this year. Please. No, no, no! I think we'll have one more go at this one, and I will actually try to use the glow sticks, because I've not actually used the glow sticks on any of the maps in this playthrough, and I feel like that was a stupid thing to not do. So I'm going to play one more time. I'm going to put a glow stick inside each present as I, like inside each giant present as I go around, and then I'll actually know where I've been, and we might actually stand a chance to complete this. Having said that, I do still only have 8 glow sticks, so I'm probably just going to run out of glow sticks almost immediately. Yep, that's 4. Yeah, this was a terrible idea. There's way too many presents for this to work. Okay, forget that. That was a stupid idea. I've run out of glow sticks already, so... Yep. At least now we know some of the places we've already visited, which is better than nothing, I suppose. I mean, I'm an idiot, to be honest, because I should have realised that there are more than 8, you know, locations. There are more than 8 presents on the map. But look, you can see where we've been at least. You can see the sort of area that we've already covered, which narrows it down a bit for us. Oh god, he's there. I saw his arm. Oh god, there he is. Right, through here? No. Here? Yes! Present! Give me the present! Oh god. Oh god, Santa, please. Santa, please, I beg you. There's one. 4 presents! He's got to be close now. He's got to be close. He's close! Oh god, he's there. I spat on my mic a little bit. No! Santa, please! Santa, I've been good! I've been good, I'm not naughty! Please! There's a... No! No! Santa, stop! Oh god, I've already been here. See, if I had more glow sticks, I would have known that I'd already been here. I've wasted them all. Oh god, Santa. Santa, please, I've been in all of these. Santa. Wait, I see a present. Santa, please. Please, let me get one more, Santa. Please. No, Santa, no. Come on, come on. No, no, no. No. No, not like this. Not like this, Santa. I've been good. I've been good. I've been good. No. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm stuck. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Santa, please. Santa. No. No, not like this. Not like this. Okay. That is it. That is all I've got for today. I've played every map. I've given them all a fair chance. So I think we're going to call it a day. To be fair, it is only 10:02. We're not finishing as early as I thought we would. We've still managed to fill the 2 hours pretty well, so that's good. But yeah, I think that's probably enough scaring the crap out of myself for today. Let's switch back over to main cam and I'll wrap things up. And there we go. Oh, sorry about that. Took a while. So, what can I say about today's stream? Well, it's been fun. It's certainly been an experience I've really enjoyed. Like I say, I know Slender isn't relevant, but it's a really nostalgic game for me. It really brought back a lot of memories being able to play this. I'm really glad that I did it. And it's only a one-shot, you know what I mean? I wouldn't do like a series on a game like this because it's not relevant, and you know, as much as it pains me to say it, I do want to at least try to stay relevant to get traction on Twitch, right? But as a one-off, I'm really glad that I played this. I love this game. Real nostalgia, real trip down memory lane for me, hopefully for you too. If this has stirred up deep, repressed memories for you and you want to play Slenderman Shadow again for yourself, you can find the game on itch.io, the Unity version. If you scroll down in the comments on the itch.io page, you can also find a link to a Google Drive folder with the original maps in it, which is it's the way that I'd recommend playing it. It's a very different experience, and the maps feel they have a lot more individuality to them in the original versions. But the Unity version is available as well on Mark Steen's itch.io page. This was a lot of fun. I'm really glad that I was able to play it. Tomorrow is supposed to be Subnautica. I don't know if I said this at the beginning, but because my new PC's not here yet, I'm not 100% sure what's happening. I wanted it to be here before tomorrow so that I could start playing Subnautica. Sorry about that. Yeah, I wanted it to be here so I could play Subnautica, but that might not happen. My biggest concern is that it might arrive tomorrow, but like in the afternoon. The problem is if it arrives in the afternoon, I might not have time to get it all set up before the stream. And I am going to have to spend a lot of time, getting everything set up, getting my games and everything downloaded onto it, and OBS and all that kind of stuff. I do have, one of those cables that you can use to directly transfer files between computers, but I don't want to use that because I think this is a good opportunity for me to clean up my PC a little bit as well, rather than just, plug in the cable, transfer everything over, It's an opportunity for me to clean up my PC a bit and start fresh and only download essential programs that I actually need and not, bloating my storage with stuff that I don't use anymore. So it is going to take me a while, probably the best part of a day, to actually get the PC set up and get everything up and running and set, get everything how I like it. Because of that, it might not be possible to do a stream on the day that it arrives, which means if it arrives tomorrow, I might not be able to stream tomorrow. If it arrives on Friday, I might not be able to stream on Friday. You get the picture. So depending on what day it gets here, I may have to cancel a stream. I know we're only less than a week in and I'm already cancelling streams, but, it might be a necessary thing to do. So if a stream does get cancelled at some point in the week, in the next few days, you'll know why. It's because I'm getting my new PC set up. But it'll be worth it in the long run because we'll have a much better setup. I'll be able to stream at higher quality and I'll be able to play with better in-game graphics. I'll be able to use Streamlabs and have lovely in-game overlays and have the chat show up in-game and my new subs show up and stuff like that. It's gonna be good. There's a lot of potential there. I'm really looking forward to being able to get started with my new PC. That's really an exciting time for me. So yeah, that is all I've got for you today. All that remains is for me to say thank you for visiting Elsilon. I am She, and I will see you in the next live stream. Thank you so very much.